Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez.
We have a great show for you. You were requesting more colors for our Puanani
as soon
bracelets.
as we released the first set,
yes,
we had people calling and saying, well, are you going to bring out more colors? And of course,
and we knew we had the colors
right
already to be released, but we couldn't say anything because we had just featured
and they weren't releasing
exactly
yet.
So we had to hold back our excitement, but
Okay,
now we're releasing
we
them.
are so excited because we know you all love purple.
Purple is popular.
So these are our Puanani Hibiscus bracelets, both in different tones of purple. So this is the lavender with the violet background, okay? And you can see it's got a hinge, and then it opens, and then you can just put it right onto your wrist.
Now I have the fuchsia with the purple background. What you're seeing on the screen though is the lavender with the dark purple, or the lavender with the violet.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
Because the violet has a little more blue in it, I think, in that background. So we tried to make sure they matched each other, the two colors, but at the same time were different. So with the fuchsia, you have a darker purple, kind of a purple color. And the contrast, I think, really pops the flower. Now, we put a lot of thought in these. These are exclusive to Showcase Hawaii, just like the other ones we featured.
This is our design.
These are our designs.
And you see it has that gold trim, which is so beautiful. And again, you can put it on with one hand. You can open it, right? And then you can just put it right onto your wrist here. And so you don't need to know your bracelet size.
Right. And you could also clip it under your ear and make it into clip earrings. We never featured clip earrings. No, these are great.
Okay, this is the fuchsia with the purple background. Sorry, I had to get that in really quickly because they're showing it. And I want to make sure you see that it's two different bracelets. Now you can get one of each, or you could get two of this one and two of this one, but you do get two bracelets for $39.99, which is such a great deal.
I'm glad you pointed that out because a lot of people would say, I want two lavender. We will give you two lavender. Or I want two fuchsia. We will give you two fuchsia. No, I want one of the lavender, one of the fuchsia. We could do that.
I have to say, most people want one of each.
Right. Most people want one of each. But not to confuse things, we still have our black with the gold.
Right.
And then our silver with the white.
Limited quantities.
Limited of everything.
Yeah.
But if you bought the black with the gold, look at how stunning that is with the fuchsia. With the lavender and the violet. See, I'm kind of blown away. Yeah. I was looking at that because I didn't pair them before, but you could see on the screen we still have these colors too. I want to make sure you know that if you want one of each, you can do that. But let's say you want one purple and then you want one of the silver and white, you can do that. So now we have I know I talk a lot. But what I tried to say...
Don't get confused. Basically, you can get whatever you want.
You could get whatever you want.
Yeah, any combination that you want, you can get two. Right. I'll make it easy.
Right. So a lot of people were choosing one of each, like you were saying, that's on the screen. That's the gold flower, and then we had the silver flower. The silver is a new addition for us, but people were loving that. But now with the release of the purple, you can add the purple to that.
But I want to show you what's interesting is you might think that you need to only pick the gold. But look at how stunning that looks.
Right.
With the silver in between.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
so
good.
Lori likes to discover these different combinations when we're on air, because when she does that, she's kind of like, oh,
mesmerized.
I didn't even think of that.
But I have to say, it just makes it so fun to wear. And it makes, I think when you're getting dressed or you're ready to go somewhere, or just that process, sometimes it can be stressful. Oh no, what should I wear? I want to make sure I look nice, and does this match or whatever? It's so
I don't think that.
much nicer.
That goes through your head?
Yeah, sometimes. So
That's what takes her so long, and that's why I have a chair by the door, and I sit there and I wait.
A lot of you know about that chair by the door, right?
Yeah, that's why.
So the thing is, though, when you have things that match,
Like socks.
whether it's your clothes, your shoe matches your outfit, whatever, your makeup matches, but when your jewelry matches, and you feel like, I don't know, you feel really put together.
Fancy.
Yeah, but even like you could be wearing something solid. That makes it easy, right? Like solid black or solid white or solid pink, solid blue, solid purple, whatever. And then you just want to add some color and some design. And then it becomes a focal point. I mean, I just think it's really, it's so neat to have something like this. Now, I do want to also say it comes with its own bag. The reason why we like putting it in, and it is a matching organza bag, is because it's easy to gift. And for the person you're gifting to, even if it's for yourself, this makes it easy. So let's say you're traveling and you don't want to wear it the whole time you're on the plane. Maybe you want to take a nap or whatever. You can put this in your bag and then pull it out when you're ready. It also makes it easy gift giving to just give it to someone.
Yes.
Right? See, you don't think about all that.
I don't think about taking my jewelry off
When you
while
take a
I'm
nap.
napping on the plane and putting it in the bag and putting it. But
That's something I
you
would
know,
do.
stranger things have happened. I mean, there's some crazy people that will probably take the jewelry off your body while you're sleeping.
But not so much that I wasn't thinking so much about crime.
Oh,
I was just thinking more about, I don't know, sometimes comfort. You just want to take it off
Oh,
for a
that's
little
true.
bit or whatever.
that is true.
But, it depends how long your flight is.
Well, if you're hoping that I would protect you from somebody taking it from you, there's no chance. Because once I get on the plane, earplugs go in, eye covers go on,
Yeah.
I'm out like a light, and I'm not up until she nudges
I
me
know.
and says, get off the
And
plane.
it's funny because, now that we're traveling again, it's so funny because I start to think about, what snacks should I bring? And how should I pack it? And what comforts? Like if I had my choice and I had the space, I'd bring like a blanket and a pillow.
You would bring
and
a hibachi if you had the
and
space.
I'd bring like a cooler
Right.
and like just totally like camp out
Yes.
and have everything all
She would
the
be
comforts.
she would be the one in security they're saying, no, you cannot bring your rice cooker because there are no plugs, and you cannot bring
Well, you can
your
bring the rice cooker, but
butane
you just
canister.
cannot turn it on while you're
Right.
sitting in the plane.
and your butane canisters are a no because there is no
No,
cooking
no.
on the plane. Yeah,
But
so
wouldn't that be awesome if you could have
No.
your pot of steamed rice and then just be scooping out while you're sitting there? That would be awesome.
it's more awesome just to say I want the chicken, not the beef, or the beef, not the chicken, and then they bring it to you.
Although we did recently see somebody with kind of a takeout ramen thing where it kind of cooked and heated itself. That I don't even know if that's allowed on the plane, but that was very interesting.
It was a self-heating ramen. So
Yeah.
all you needed to do was add, if you have a bottle of water and you had this bowl, there was a heat pack, but it wasn't
I don't think you could bring that on the plane to come to
I don't know,
think of it.
so you got to verify. It wasn't a heat pack.
But it's still a neat idea.
It was you break whatever's inside and it warms the water, or it heats the water.
Oh, now I know. Maybe that's kind of like when you're skiing and you
Yes,
have those
the
packs
hand
you
warmers.
break and the
Yes,
hand warmers. That's
exactly.
very interesting.
Can I point
But-
out on the screen that
Yeah.
fuchsia is that vibrant? That's what I really
Yeah.
love about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but you can see there's a few colors going on where you can see all the different variations. And you can choose, you can mix and match. Don't worry about the fact that we only have certain colors on the screen at one time. You can mix and match, but you get two. And you will get that little bag that you could put them in when you take a nap on the plane. So don't worry about that either. But yeah, so we enjoy our food on the plane.
I was gonna say, don't get me started on food, then I lose track
Yeah.
of. Like, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we have a home shopping TV show.
That's right.
Well, I think it is comforting though to have a meal, and sometimes you just don't know how long you're gonna
we're
be
back
on
to
the
food
plane,
again.
at the airport, whatever. So, it's nice to pack a little snack and
Get
keep it-
creative.
Yeah.
Now, we've said this in the past. We've had customers order these, and we have done this too. And if we're on your flight, you might expect a little surprise. So we usually like to gift the flight attendants because they work really, really hard. And have you seen social media lately? All the crazy people on the planes.
I know.
I don't know how they even put up with some of these people, but
Right.
just so that we make sure that the flight attendants are appreciated or feel appreciated, we like to gift little things.
But that
And
goes,
this is one of them.
That goes to whoever you feel provides you with a nice service.
right.
It's just a nice way to thank someone or let them know that you appreciate them.
Right. So we
So-
give these to the flight attendants. We've given them to the person at the check-in
Check-in
counter
counter.
because we've had people, I don't usually go over my weight on my bag because my bag is so small. I wear things over and over again. But sometimes somebody will go over the
I know.
weight.
What are you trying to say?
You usually go over. So a lot of times that you'll have to pay. And a lot of times the person that's checking us in won't charge us because if you're really nice to them, they want to help you out.
Right.
And as a result, we like to gift them things like this. And the great thing about this is it usually matches with their uniform, but it shows a little bit of aloha. It has that Hawaii tie, and they really appreciate it, especially when we gift it to them in a little bag, because it looks like we gift wrapped it and gave it to them. So it's a lot of fun for us because these are all over the world because we decided to spread a little aloha to everybody that we come in contact with. But again, 4 colors now, not 2, but 4
Now,
colors.
this is our exclusive design. You won't find it anywhere else. The special we're offering is you get 2. You get to
Right.
pick 2 bracelets, and it's for the low price of that $39.99, which is so great because when you see these, we've had so many people who said that they've seen this type of bracelet. They won't.
We've seen it.
We have too, but you won't see this design. This is ours, but this type of bracelet we've seen, and people have told us that one bracelet can be $45 or more.
And
So-
we've seen variations of this that
Right.
aren't this quality
Right.
for less, of
Yeah.
course, but you're not going to get the quality. These are
Right.
exclusive to Showcase Hawaii.
Yeah.
They're our own designs. Nobody has them. We're the only ones that have them. We're the only ones that have these colors. We always get requests for purple. I don't care what it is. If it's from our, if it's something with purple stones in it, if it's something with purple in it, like our
Yeah.
totes or our umbrellas, our pillow covers, purple sells out all the time.
Right.
So we had to get 2 variations of purple. The great thing about, I think you talked about this, but I have to point out this again. Because you're able to open up this bracelet, you don't have to worry about slipping it over your knuckles. A lot of our bracelets are bangle type bracelets, and you have to get your hand through it. You don't have to worry about this.
Yeah.
This one, you can open it up and slip it on your wrist. Now look at that. It doesn't close that easily on me, but if I squeezed my wrist really
could.
tight, I
Yeah.
could do it.
Well, it does fit most, and I think that Gosh, we've been doing this for 15 years, like I've told you, but a lot of you are just discovering us for the first time. And so you have to know that a lot of thought goes into each piece that we design. You know, we really think it through. What have our customers told us they like? What are they looking for? Our customers love flowers. They love that flower design.
Oh, I have to point out too, we took the colors of actual hibiscus and we tried to match it as closely as possible with the colors on our hibiscus bracelet.
That's true.
We have a customer that grows hibiscus hybrids and variations, and she said, you don't have this color, or you don't have this color. She didn't say it with an attitude or anything. She just said, I kind of embellished. She said, you don't have these colors. Can you get these colors?
Well, and she sent us photos of these beautiful flowers
she
that
did.
she grows.
Yes.
And it actually really was motivating and inspired.
I didn't realize how many colors a hibiscus flower came in, but they come in all these beautiful colors, and we tried to match it as close as possible, and I think we did a pretty good job matching it. Yeah. So definitely. I like the combination that you're wearing too. But as I said earlier, if you did buy the gold or the silver earlier, last month, these will match.
Right.
These will match beautifully.
And these are still available. Everything is in limited quantity. So make sure if you're thinking of gifts or you want to gift to yourself that you get these as soon as possible. And again, the item number is 22411. It's our set of 2 Puanani Hibiscus bracelets.
Now, if you've never ordered before, if you're watching for the first time, because we have a lot of mainland viewers recently, we are broadcast across where any Spectrum provider is, and you can call in. We're happy to take your order. It's very, very easy. Or you could log in to the website, www.showcasehawaii.tv. Or if you have a smartphone and you have the camera, just go into the camera app, face it to the TV, and then scan that QR code in the lower area.
The box on the bottom.
Yeah, the
that
box
has
on the
all the squiggly
that
swirls.
little designs.
Yeah.
So it's very easy.
It'll take you straight to the website.
It
and you
will.
can order.
And it's very easy from there. There's a drop down with all the colors.
And for those of you who say, I don't compute, I don't have a computer, just give us a call.
And what's that number?
808-892-3337.
Or you can call us at 888-965-7467. Now, don't forget, we have 12 different colors, and you do get a set of 2 colors. So you go into the site, and with the drop down, you can pick which color you want. They're amazing colors. You saw them on the screen. And if you're having trouble, don't forget, you can always give us a call. We're available, and we're happy to help you. Or let's say you don't want to talk to anybody and you just want to message us. Well, you could do that 2 ways. You could email us at contactus@showcasehawaii.tv, or if you're on the home page in the lower right, there's a messaging little button that you can click on, and you can message us through that little window, and we'll get right back to you. If you're not sitting at your computer and you message us, we will email you the message if you reach out to us.
Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016.
We are featuring our Maile Plumeria cutout cross, and it's a new item. It's a limited number of crosses available, so we wanted to make sure we priced it right. This is solid sterling silver, and you can see it's about 1.5 inches tall, and we are including the rope chain. You can see it on me. I love this piece. It's
so
stunning.
Nice.
You can see that cutout design where each individual leaf is there's a little bit of cutout around it. That's why we call it our cutout.
It really highlights the shape of the Maile leaf, and it gives dimension to the piece so that you notice it, it captures the light, it draws you in. So it's definitely going to be noticed.
You could see on me that it captures the light as you move it around. So when you're talking and you're moving, you want something, you want somebody to notice your nice piece of jewelry.
Right.
And this is it. This is, because it's a solid piece of silver, it's a nice substantial piece and a nice weight at a super affordable price. Now, if you want to give this as a gift, we're going to put it in a gift box for you. But I also want to point out, this is great not only for a man, but actually for a woman too.
Yes.
So anybody can wear this, but we just are featuring it on me because I hardly get to showcase anything because Lori always gets to do that.
Well,
but look at that detailing up close.
I think that this is subtle elegance.
Yes.
I
am subtle. The cross is subtle elegant. Exactly.
It looks very, very expensive, and it normally would be. We really are offering a great deal.
Now that plumeria, the reason why it's called a plumeria, because look into the screen very closely. The leaves of the Maila leaves form a plumeria in the center, and as it spins back around, you can see it. It's right in the center.
Very
and
clever.
It's quite beautiful.
It's
when
very,
you look
very
at it.
clever.
And once again, the chain does come with it, so you don't have to worry about finding a chain. This is all 0.925 sterling silver. The back is polished, if you were wondering that too. And we're even going to include a polishing cloth.
Well, I like when you're wearing it because you can see we have a lot of men who will call and say, I want it to land right where my shirt
Right.
opens.
So this is a
with the
20
collar.
inch.
Yeah, so that's a 20 inch. We do have some of you who prefer or will ask for an 18 inch. So just let us know if that's what you prefer.
But you want something that kind of stands out a little. You want kind of like, so you could see it.
Yes.
In fact, it's funny, you can see too, it's I have it next to a quarter, so it's bigger than a quarter. But speaking of standing out, we are teaching our daughter how to drive.
Yes.
So when we go out, we have to put these student driver signs all around the car.
Yes.
And it's really for other people to let them know, be careful,
You've
watch out.
seen them. They're bright yellow, and you
Yes.
put them on the sides
Yes.
and in the back, and it says, be patient.
Right. Yeah, because you don't want, if there's somebody in front of you that's already having a hard time and you're wondering what was going on, and then you notice this sign, you're going to be a lot more patient and respectful of them because...
Don't honk your horn.
Exactly. But it's funny because my daughter, in addition to us teaching her, she's taking lessons, and she said to the driver's instructor, well, my dad said you could do that. And then he said to her, well, I don't think your dad is teaching you right. And I learned how to drive a long time ago.
He may have not said it exactly like that.
And
he may have said, I disagree.
Oh, he said it in a nicer way. Yes, I disagree with...
But they've changed some of the rules or the instructions, right? Like we're saying, okay,
2 and 10.
Yeah,
10
hold
and
it
2.
at 10 and 2. And she's like, no, now it's on the sides, more
9
and 3.
So it's like, it's only an hour difference between the two, but it's fine. So I said, you know what? Don't listen to me. Just listen to the instructor because he's going to be the one to get you to pass the test.
Right.
So,
But I was going to say with the signs, so we might drop her off somewhere, and then we usually remove the signs from the car. But
I don't.
now Wayne says, I like leaving them on.
Oh, yeah.
And so she'll get back in the car later, and she's like, oh, how come you didn't take the signs off?
So I like leaving them on because people are more respectful. They'll give you some slack. But I also like to leave them on because I want people to think, whoa, that guy drives really good. He's not a student driver. He drives awesome. So that's why I leave it on too. It's kind of like,
So
I
anyway.
think it's kind of nice because people keep their distance.
Yes.
They kind of move to the side.
They'll
and
let you in.
Right.
You know how people won't usually let you in
Right.
when you merge. People will let you in when you have student driver sign. In fact, we should send them aloha student driver. We should offer them on the show. And then so everybody will go back old school and be like, no, you go. No, you go.
Right.
No, you go.
I guess that's just a good reminder to everybody out there. Just, have that aloha spirit.
All the time. You don't need a sign. Yeah, that's exactly right. Anyway, but that was my point about standing out and, to see how I circled back around.
It's
you want to
true,
stand
though.
out. You want to make sure people notice, what's going on.
Well,
this is the
we
cross to
have
do it.
had a lot of our viewers and customers write and call and text and let us know that they just love receiving their items and that, yes, it makes them so happy. And it's just this little bit of joy, whether they're gifting it to someone else or giving it to themselves. And I even had someone call, a woman, and she said that she had, lost her job, but then she got a new job. But she was saying, I just wanted to thank you because back when I did lose my job, I had called because I wanted to treat myself to something, and it made me so happy. And I guess she thought we were so positive talking with her because we said, oh, we know you're going to get something else. And so she just felt a lot of self-worth.
Well, we get a lot of people that just kind of call to chat. Well, they buy things, but
yeah, but
to
they
chat.
catch us up on things. I love hearing what's going on in their life.
And then when I don't hear from some people, I get a little concerned, and I think, oh, maybe we should call, but I don't want to impose. So it's like a catch-22. You want to be there, but at the same time, we don't want to be kind of nosy. But I'm not. Maybe. I don't know.
Sometimes.
Anyway, as I said, this could be up for a man or a woman, so it looks
Yes.
great on either one. It's not too big and it's not too small. So you're wondering, I always say that because we always find the sweet spots for everything that we feature.
Well, it's good that you wear it because so many people have told me that it helps when they see it on you.
Right.
Well, we hope you were able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy, so log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.